Krista Moser here. Today I get to show you my latest pattern. This is Long Summer Days. It's my take on the Stars and Stripes, and you won't believe how easy these blocks are to put together. So I'm going to show you some of the cuts and assembly, and you're going to be wowed. It's just a few fabrics. Of course, we start with some colors, and they're mostly 2.5-inch strips here at this point. Now, you have to use the large 60-degree Creative Grids diamond ruler because some of these cuts get bigger than the other two sizes will allow. So I'm going to use the large one for everything, even though you can use the mini or even the tiny for a couple of these cuts. So we've got the tip of the ruler here with the large hanging hole, and we've got to cut 2.5-inch diamonds. So I've got my strips. These are for the star points themselves, and they're all cut from 2.5-inch strips. So I've got some different variety of solid colors. And I've got to remove the end off the strip at a 60-degree angle. That's just my start cut. So I'm going to lay the ruler down here off the end. And I just need to line up a small amount on the edge of the ruler just to cut the selvage off, just to get me a 60-degree angled starting cut. So I'm going to do that quickly. Now that's junk. And then without swiveling the ruler, we're just going to pick it up and move it down. And now the 2.5-inch diamond line nuzzles right into that cut. So still with the large hanging hole pointed up and to the right. And that's if you're right-handed. If you're lefty, you would point it up and to the left. Okay, there we go. So trimming along the right side of the ruler, and then we would nip this tip off. And then I'm going to turn this piece around and nip the opposite tip off as well. So you can stack up your strips, open them to a single layer, but stack up your strips and just keep on cutting, going down your strip to get all of your star point diamonds. Swivel it around and nip off the other tip. So you get the right idea there. Set that aside. So you need a bunch of these diamonds for your star points. And then for your hexagon, this ring here, we've got a striped fabric. I love using bold stripes. I think it adds so much to a quilt, and so I'm going to have, and these are also 2.5-inch strips. So I'm going to take my big striped fabric, and now I'm cutting trapezoids. So instead of turning the ruler like this to cut diamonds going down the strip, I'm going to turn the ruler top to bottom or end to end and line it up on the 5.5-inch line here. So the 5.5-inch line comes across the bottom. There's a series of stars that come across the top. It's like a flat-topped triangle. That's what a trapezoid is. Essentially, if it were a bigger piece of fabric, it would be a triangle. So there we've got a 5.5-inch trapezoid. Turn the ruler. Now it's pointed down. And I'm getting the next one. Turn the ruler again. And you get a third. So you would keep cutting down your strips to get your trapezoids. Now, let me show you a trick for trimming off these outside tips. You, of course, can turn the ruler into the tip and use the flat tip of the ruler to remove those outside tips. But let me show you one more way to do it. And that is if you turn this trapezoid so its points are pointed up and away from you, then you take your ruler with the large hanging hole also pointed up and away from you. It was a 5.5-inch line that we used before. So we're going to use the 5.5-inch diamond lines. These are the solid black lines that come down each side. We're going to use those lines coming down each angled cut edge here, and it exposes these two outer tips at the perfect nip-off point. So there we have trimming our tips in one go by using the diamond lines. This works for all the different sizes. You just have to make sure you're following the red line. But this way, you don't have to turn the ruler a bunch of times. Okay, so there's some trapezoids there. Now what we need are triangles. These are also from your colors. I'm using a 3.5-inch strip for that, and that becomes this kind of hexagon center. So you're going to want a variety of those. And these are triangles. So much like a trapezoid, we're using this end of the ruler. The 3.5-inch line comes across the bottom here. The large hanging hole of the ruler is up. The flat tip is up. Trim, trim. You've got yourself a triangle. Turn the ruler. Now the 3.5-inch line comes across the other side, the top, and trim. And you just keep rotating the ruler going down your strip to get all of your triangles. So you're going to need a bunch of those as well in different varieties. And we're going to nip off those outside tips. So we're going to use that same trick. In this case, I've got the flat tip of the triangle faced down towards me. The large hanging hole of the ruler faced up and away. It was a 3.5 inch triangle, so now it fills up the 3.5 inch diamond lines. Trim and trim. And on the next one, same thing. Okay, those are the 3 basic cuts to this block. Trapezoid, diamond, and triangle. Now, I did already cut 2 different trapezoids of background in white. So these are different sizes. They are cut very much like the striped fabric is. They're just in different sizes with different size strips. So you can see a few different sizes here. So this is how the block is built. Here's your parts. We're going to start with the base. This is a trapezoid cut from a background strip. On one side, I'll put a blue diamond. On the other side, I think I'll go with this sort of reddish pink. You would sew those together. So sewing these seams together and pressing those seams open, that makes for the flattest intersection. Then you would add the next trapezoid here of your background. Finally, you would add your striped trapezoid there and then your triangle to cap it all off. So that's the whole block. Sewing these 3 pieces together first, they would then get sewn to these 3 pieces. So if you have like a top and a base of your triangle unit, and then basically, once this is all sewn, you've just got triangle units. And you make a bunch of them, and then we're gonna make them into rows. So I've actually got some already made here. Let me clear some space, and I'll show you how these will go together once they're cut. Okay, so starting here with the first block, triangle 1, 2, and 3, facing down. So you see how we're building rows. The next block is facing up, triangle 1, 2, and 3. So this is half your hexagon star combo. The next block here, triangle 1, 2, and 3. So you can see we would be building rows. So row 1, and then row 2, just like this. So you build these triangle units, and then you're going to start arranging them as you like the colors and the way they go together into rows. So each one of your triangle blocks, you would do a combination that's different. Blue, red, another red. You would constantly change your combinations so that you have a good variety and it looks very scrappy. And then when you go to lay your blocks out, they build rows and the colors are constantly changing all the way across. And then of course when you sew your rows to each other, that's when the stars come together and the hexagons come together. So we build the rows first, just like this, triangle units put together into rows, and then we put the rows to each other, and that's when you've got your stars and your hexagons all joining to create the whole quilt. It's so fun and so fast and easy too. So this pattern, like I said, it's called Long Summer Days, fully illustrated in color. Easy to understand illustrations here and words, of course, too. We've got it as a PDF pattern, as a printable pattern, and of course, we did do kits. But one more thing let me show you, because of course I did it in the red, white, and blue with my thinking of like the America 250 kind of celebration coming up. But then I could see it in all kinds of other colorways. So I had it worked up in what I'm calling the Sherbet colorway. And you can see that here in bright colors in this fabulous tulip pink stripe, which is so fun to work with too, and so cheerful. So if you've got a child or just somebody that likes bright, cheerful colors, this might be the way to go. So we did kits for both, of course, because we've got the bright one. It's the same process, but just using different fabric. And that's this one here. Like I said, here's the stripe fabric that's used there. The binding is the turquoise, and then all of the colors for the stars. So we've got that kit, and then the kit for the Americana version is here. So here's the stripe for that one. I did navy as the binding, and then all the shades of blues, reds, pinks, grays for this kind of Americana version. It's just fun. I hope you liked it. So you can find everything at KristaMoser.com. We'll put all the links in the description to this video for the kits, for the pattern, of course, and for today's blog, which has got a few more details in it. And I hope you enjoyed.